Welcome back to Joe's Stunner Boxing. Aloys Junior or Aloys Youmbi, to give him his full name, his real name. 6 foot tall, orthodox cruiserweight of only 22 years of age. He seems to be really coming of age now because he's picked up the Commonwealth title with a very, very good, impressively executed 3-round TKO win over David Jamieson of Scotland. This was over in Glasgow on the undercard of the Josh Taylor Echo Usman fight, and it was a very good performance by a young man who made his debut with no fanfare whatsoever. Lost in 4 rounds over points, 4 rounds, and then since then he's been undefeated. Last time out he fought Lewis Oakford, who was a pretty decent English level fighter with a 6-1 record, and he stopped him in 3 rounds, and he repeated the trick with David Jamieson, knocked him down in the first round, the second round, and then knocked him pretty much out in the third round. The first 2 knockdowns were, there was some minor controversy because Jamieson, who looked much bigger, by the way, looked like a much bigger fighter, he had a habit of leaning forward and exposing the back of his neck. And the first knockdown, I think in the first round, Aloys Junior put his hand on Jamieson's neck as he was leaning forward so he couldn't straighten up, and then hit him. And it was sort of half round the back of the head, but it was kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, because Jamieson was leaning low and exposing the back of his neck. In the second round, it was the same punch. Right hand put Jamieson over. Jamieson, he came in with a 13-3 record, and 2 of those defeats were stoppages. He's got stopped by Chev Clark in 5. That was a couple of years ago. And then prior to that, he fought Mikhail Lawal and retired after 8 rounds. I think he had a busted jaw. His other defeat, his first defeat actually, was also a 3-rounder to Mikhail Lawal in one of those prize fighter style contests. But he's proven himself to be sort of British level, I suppose you'd say. I mean, the Mikhail Lawal and Chev Clark fights were both for the British title, and he was found wanting. So he's probably a little bit below that. He's 33 now, so he's probably as good as he's going to get. This was for the Commonwealth title, but there's the one against Aloys Junior. But he's not quite at that level. It's very much a sort of area level, possibly an English level fighter. Game guy, too many gaps in his defence. And when he's hit, he does tend to go a bit. I'm not saying is he chinny? He hasn't got the greatest of chins, but I think it's more a case of just a porous defence, because Aloys Junior was allowed to land a lot of power punches. He was at will. And Jamieson, when he came forward and he was offensive, he looked okay. He was pushing the smaller man back, got him on the ropes a couple of times, but he wasn't able to get any momentum going. And as a result, Aloys Junior was able to sort of do what he needed to do, pick his power punches without fear of much coming back at him. And it was a very good performance by a guy in only his 11th fight. And yeah, I mean, I like what I see. He's only 22. I mean, Christ, that's nothing. 22 is nothing. So no hurry. Build him up nice and steady. He's got this Commonwealth belt. Defend that. Maybe have a go at the British. And build yourself into a bit of a contender. Pick the British up. European, world. He's got plenty of time to go down that traditional route. So I was impressed with Aloys Junior. It's a good win. And looking forward to seeing what he does in the future as well. So I don't know if you saw this fight. If you did, what did you think? How far do you think Aloys Junior can go? Just let me know, because he's making good progress at a steady level, and I'm quite impressed with what I've seen so far. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Much appreciated for your time, and spread the word about Joe's Stunner Boxing. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. More to come tonight. I'll see you later. Bye for now.